What y'all niggas up to?
Oh, Lord. We got fat boy day today. We got fat barbers, fat customers. Luke Peebo, Bryson. Fade my fuck, dog. Man, don't never snatch my hand.
I'll let anybody. Face cowboy nigga. I'm going down to the chicken strip. See some halves.
Alright, well go to the chicken strip. Nigga, I'm going to the Century Club. Where I get free booty. I get free booty. I'm going to the Century Club. Fucking thing, nigga. Watch out, slide up in there on them hoes.
You made it to Worldhairpro channel. Thank you for joining. Please subscribe. Like when you walk in, it's just like checking in at the salon. You need to check in for your appointment. Saturdays will be shampoo and set. Fridays, I'm incorporating the fellas. So it will be exclusive content for fellas, mental health, healthcare, your hair, because you are included too, because guess what? You got a beard, you got a scalp, and you got hair. And of course for the ladies, you know we're here. So we will be talking about weekly, daily, whatever's going on, the topics. Not a lot of gossip. I'm not going to be celebrity gossip. I'm not even going to play with you. I'm not going to bullshit you. No, well, we might get a little messy, but we won't be all into the gossipy, you know, most celebrity channels like what you see on YouTube. So anyways, thank you. And remember, the best thing you can wear is your hair. You can shop all the links. I am Worldhairpro on all the platforms. If you need to contact me, my contact information is on my Instagram. And if you need to contact me by email, it is here on the platform.
We like low cut teasers with the deep waves.
How do you understand and define the term black or blackness?
Black. 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 I made of flesh, skin, bone. Black, my skin tone, complexion. The source of connection, worth protecting. I'm in an interview and they
There's something that stops black men from regrowing their hair, and nobody is talking about it. Something that's working against you silently, maybe even right now. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what it is, why it targets black men specifically, and the 3 ways to stop it. And if you don't know me, my name is Brandon, and over the last 5 years, I've helped over 500 plus men stop their hair loss. But if you want to know what's going on with your hairline and how to fix it, then I'm doing free consults. Link below in the video description. Before we get into 3 causes, you need to understand what the problem actually is. Let's imagine you've got a really old building. When the water pipe gets blocked, what do? You shut the water off, send a repair crew in, and fix the problem. Now your hair follicles work the same way. Your follicles have tiny blood vessels running directly to them, which deliver the oxygen and nutrients that grow your hair. When there's a problem with your head, your body sends a repair crew in to fix it. White blood cells, immune signals, all rushing to that area. That response, well, that's called inflammation. In the short term, it's exactly what you want. The problem is fixed and the inflammation stops. But what if the problem never goes away? What if the problem keeps attacking day after day, month after month? That inflammation never stops. And all that activity starts to damage the blood vessels themselves. And over time, the hair stops growing completely. I see this all the time. Jacob came to me with hair that looked great on the surface, but when I assessed his scalp, it was angry underneath. His scalp barrier was so inflamed that nothing else can even work until we fix that. Now, there are many different causes for this inflammation, but there are 3 types that target black men specifically. I'm going to show you exactly what they are and how to fix each one. The first one explains something every man has noticed, but never had a real answer for. Have you ever wondered why hair loss often starts at the top, the crown, temples, and center of the head, but the sides stay fuller for longer? Well, there's a specific reason why. To explain what's going on, let's do a little test. Put your thumb on top of your head and try to move your scalp. Can it slide around, or does it feel tight, almost like it's stuck to your skull? Now do the same thing on the side of your head. Many men feel a real difference there. The top is tight, almost locked down, but the sides move freely. And if you're thinking, B, I can't feel any tightness, my scalp is fine. Even if you can't feel it, that tightening is probably already happening. It's not something that happens overnight. It builds up slowly over years. So even if you can't feel it yet, the damage might already be starting. So let me break down exactly what's going on here. Underneath the skin on top of your head, there's a layer of tissue called the galea. This only covers the top of your head, not the sides. Think of it like a sheet that sits between your scalp and your skull. As we get older, that sheet starts to tighten and harden. And as it tightens, it puts physical pressure on everything underneath it, including those tiny vessels that's running to your follicles. And when those blood vessels get pressure put on them, blood flow drops and oxygen stops getting through. So your hair is not getting the materials it needs to grow. Thankfully, there's a real easy way to fix this. Get your hand, put it on your head, and start doing a firm circular pressure directly on the scalp. And do this for at least 5 minutes a day. Basically giving yourself a head massage. You are physically loosening that tissue and forcing fresh blood back into the follicles. Now remember, if you want a free consult that covers what's going on with your hairline and how to fix it, then click the link below in the video description. Now that was the first way that inflammation targets black men. But the second way, this one comes from inside the follicle itself. And it's the reason thousands of black men are spending money on the wrong products. I've worked with dozens of guys that tried all the products. Finasteride, minoxidil, serums, or maybe even treatments. Months can pass, they stay consistent, but the thinning kept coming. The products aren't necessarily bad, but they were treating the wrong problem. You see, our hair grows from the follicle in a tight coil. And because how curved the follicle is, sometimes the hair curls back before it even reaches the surface. Your body sees this as a foreign object. Like when you have a splinter, which sends warning signals to your body, forcing your immune system to attack it. White blood cells flood the area and you get a little bump on your head. Every single time this happens, the body lays down scar tissue to protect itself. If you do this once, your scalp handles it. But if you do this chronologically over months, over years, the scar tissue accumulates, turning the follicle off. This is central, centrifugal, cicatricial alopecia. It starts at the crown, right at the center, and it radiates outward. If your thinning started at the crown, but your hairline is still mostly intact, then you might have CCCA. Caught early, the scarring can be slowed or stopped completely. First, if possible, see a trichologist who specifically understands black hair and CCCA, not a general one who knows this condition. Secondly, anti-inflammatory ingredients can help here. Products like tea tree oil or salicylic acid. These keep the scalp clean and reduce the immune response happening at the follicle opening. Now, this final cause of inflammation is something we were taught to do. Something our mothers told us. Something our barbers say is good for us. Something the hair care industry has made billions selling to black men. So on your scalp, there's a yeast called malassezia. It lives on every human scalp. Yours, mine, everybody's. Normally it's harmless. Your body keeps it in check. But the problem is malassezia feeds on oils. So when you oil your scalp, because it feels dry or itchy, you are feeding that yeast. The yeast eats the oil, it grows, and starts to irritate your skin. It becomes a cycle. More oil makes more yeast, which makes an itchier and drier scalp. So you put even more oil on trying to moisturize it, but that makes the problem even worse. Round and round, getting worse every single time. I had one client, Nathaniel. He had been battling an itchy, flaky scalp for years. Cycling through products, getting temporary relief, then right back to square one. When I looked at what he was putting on his scalp, I had to tell him straight. Those oils are literally feeding the problem and making your scalp worse. Now your head might not feel dry or itchy like this, but you could still be suffering from a mild version without even realizing it. This is called seborrheic dermatitis, but thankfully it's pretty easy to fix. First, stop oiling your scalp directly. Sure, you can oil your hair, but not your scalp. Your scalp makes its own oil. It doesn't need any more. Second, switch to an antifungal shampoo at least twice a week. With my clients, I always recommend ketoconazole or zinc pyethon. And now you know what inflammation actually is and how it affects black men. But inflammation does not work alone. There's another force attacking your hair. And if you're not addressing it, none of these solutions are going to work. Watch this next video.